set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. Gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be out right at the 35.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Bengals are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. He'll drop to throw. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They had 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Second and 11. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Looking to throw. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, and it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right? Minimizing
those and maximizing opportunities.
2nd and 9. Here's Burrow. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow looking deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On third down, Burrow. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. He'll look to throw. And trying to get it to Riggs, but it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. They go back to the air here after the INT on the line. And he's taken down here by the Saints. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. To try again after the sack, Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 1st and 10 at the 36. Burrow on play action. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Second and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Pete Werner. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice kick.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. At their own 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complimentary football?
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. DJ Reader getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Play action. It's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Touchdown! It's complete. Jamar Chase. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. An extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Henry Ruggs there to make the grab. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Bengals drive about to get going.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Burrow will throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll throw again from their own end zone. Left side, Doyle with it. And some space here. And they will finally get him down up at the 42-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And he will find his man Ruggs.
And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Saints. From 4 yards out. And the Saints are back within a score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Rolling to his right. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Romeo Okwara in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. .51 yards on the punt there. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Back to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Back to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Well, he's not going to get there. That wouldn't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
On third down, Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. DJ Reader in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. 2nd and 14. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. A fourth down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the second quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind.